Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another movie review. This time around we're going to be doing 28 Weeks Later, the sequel to the last movie that I reviewed 28 Days Later. This movie unfortunately is nowhere near as good. Hello kitty. Nowhere near as good as 28 Days Later was and is. What? What? I know, I'm busy. Alright. Say hi to the camera. Hi, camera. So yeah, nowhere near as good as 28 Days Later. And actually, not a very good movie, I thought, overall. So I'm just going to get right into it. A little different this time. I'm going to do the cons first, because I have a lot more of them. So starting right away is con 1. And right off the bat, it was the portrayal of all the characters in this movie. I felt none of them had enough time for the audience, or me, I guess, me on my couch, to connect with these characters. We're supposed to feel for their story, but we never interact with them enough to really care. There's a character, Doyle, in the movie, who is a military sniper with the U.S. Army. The Americans have essentially occupied London, set up a quarantine zone to help rebuild the city after the outbreak. So they have snipers all over the windows, and they're just assholes, all of them. So they kind of center on this one Doyle, and then he's talking with his buddies, and they're looking inside windows, peeping Tom with their sniper rifles, just, generally being dicks. But then, kind of halfway through the movie, this twist happens, I guess, without ruining anything, and all of a sudden now we're supposed to regard this guy as being this heroic knight in shining armor, and there's no transition there between douchebag and hero. It didn't work. Two of the other main characters in the movie are children, a brother and sister, who we kind of are led to believe could have the cure. They could be immune to this virus, to this rage going, spreading again. So they need them for a cure. But then that's never really fully explored. At the end of the movie, it seems completely abandoned. So there didn't seem to be any point for it even to be in there. And it's just little things like that within these characters that just don't flow together and really ruins the experience. Okay, on to the special effects. It's kind of a mixed bag, double-edged sword for me. The makeup effects, the zombies, from what you saw of them, were really well done. Very bloody and scary. But this movie had some grand shots. There was a carpet bombing in London where they had the aerial view of all these explosions going off within the city, and it didn't really sell very well for me, I guess. Didn't look very well done, and that's kind of on a whole how I felt about all the effects in the movie. All of the large-scale, CGI shots never fully nailed it, which was kind of a shame because they were kind of key big effect shots in the movie, and they didn't really pull it off very well. But that said, the zombies themselves looked really good. The blood effects and all that were fairly well done. I think I could say 28 Days Later did it better, but still it's okay in this film. But yeah, the computer effect shots that were used didn't sell me. Gee, what could I say about this movie that I liked? Well, it's still fairly violent, not as gory as the first one, but it's still there. There's some good blood splatter shots and things that will keep your stomach churning. The score was really good, I guess, considering the movie it was in. It was a very intense soundtrack, but it never really seemed to fit with the movie to me. It would have served better in an actual suspenseful movie, I guess, where that type of score would really push things along. Here it was, here's this really loud, intense music over scenes that aren't really loud and intense. So yeah, if that's one thing that I could say. The soundtrack was good. It was acted well. Robert Carlyle is good for his brief part in it, and he plays the insane, beat you to death zombie fairly well. But overall, yeah, not very much to say about this movie that I liked. So as a score, I'm gonna have to say an even 5. I didn't hate it, but there's nothing really here that I would really care to watch again. It doesn't compare to 28 Days Later in any way. So if you're looking for a good high tension zombie movie, go watch 28 Days Later. And then if you like that, go watch this one. But 28 Days Later first. Yeah. So there you have it. 28 weeks. Crazy cats. 28 weeks later, in the bag. Next up is 30 Days of Night. I'm going to get out of here because my cats are looking at me real creepy. See you later, guys.